Live, Grant.
Uh-oh.
All right. Sending that data. That data. Data.
Your beard's looking sweet.
What?
See, your beard's looking sweet. You got a sweet beard on you.
My beard is sweet.
It's all right.
It's growing.
Hmm?
Growing. Gonna look like Gandalf here soon.
Are you?
All right, we're live.
Cool.
We're live, buddy.
So you're about to get hit with another hurricane, huh?
What it's looking like. I haven't checked it recently. Let's see. Look here. Let's look here. Hurricanes. Hurricanes trackers. Hurricane tracker. Hurricane tracker. Oh shit. I don't know if this is the one that's going to hit us directly. It's coming out from the Caribbean. Oh shit! It's coming from the Caribbean, Grant. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to hit us or not.
Basically, go hit Florida, or is it just
It's probably going to hit the southern tip of Florida, maybe.
like Miami?
Yeah.
Then where's it going? Uh-oh. It's not coming here, is it?
I don't know. It needs to come and take out that shitty camera you got. It keeps.
What I'm gonna do is this is what I'm gonna do. Is if the hurricane hits my house, this is what I always strategically do. This. No, listen. This is what I always do. Every time there's a hurricane come, I park my truck underneath a tree. But I do. I swear I do. That's what old Ted taught me that one. He said, "Man, just park that motherfucker underneath the tree because if something like says you got wind damage, you got all kinds of coverage to get you a new truck." And then he said, "So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my laptop and I'm gonna throw my laptop out there, and put it on top of my truck."
Get water damage.
I'm like, man, I don't know what happened. The wind pulled it out of my house.
Yeah. All right. Oh, you said you watched the new Dragon Ball, right? We'll get to that later.
Dragon Ball Daima, yeah. It's Daima. Y'all don't pay attention to my camera. My USBs are fucked, so we'll just have to roll with it. It's interesting. It's weird because so Dragon Ball Z ended, and then 6 months later was Dragon Ball Super, right? Yeah. So this takes place in between that timeline between Super and Dragon Ball Z. So it's like a short amount of time that this is going to only. Like I don't see how it can be this long. You know what I mean?
Is this like shortly after the Boo saga?
It's right. It's like a week right after the Boo saga. Right? You know what I mean?
Why
because you remember
at the continue Super?
I don't know because I don't know because I don't think they thought it through. Because here's the thing: is if you think about it, the first episode of Dragon Ball Super is like 6 months has passed since you know what I mean. So that's how you know that's not that long. It's not that long of a time. Or
but
even if it's
you can't introduce any new forms.
No,
because that dismisses Super.
So I don't think it. I don't know, man. And then it's like I was telling you yesterday. They have a problem of doing this. Every time they have a chance to introduce a badass character, they always make him like a little short Emperor Pilaf type fuck. Like always, they always do that. They're always just like little small like Bobby.
Why can't you just be like? I mean, they made some badass characters, bad guys.
Like here's the thing. Here's the thing: is Deborah was he was badass. You know.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is like they just didn't do nothing with it.
Yeah.
Like they could have brought him back or had something.
Like, do this badass bad guy like Cell or
correct
something, you know?
Yeah.
But like I don't like how they do that backtracking and they're turning little again.
It's like
Goku turned little in fucking GT.
I know, man.
What is up with them in fucking Chibi is what they call it. Chibi.
No, yeah. Well, it's going to get to the point to where if they keep, and I love Dragon Ball, love it, absolutely love it. It's my favorite thing. But they're going to make Dragon Ball GT a classic if they keep fucking up this bad. You know what I mean?
They can make it look good.
I know. I don't know, man. I mean, it's only one episode all I've seen so far, so I mean, I can't sit there and say it sucks, but I mean, it's just they don't really show much. They make the wish where they turn them into the children, but you don't really see them turn into children. So you'll see that in the next episode. But my thing is this: what happens to Trunks and Goten? Because they're still kids. Will they turn them into babies? Is that how that works?
I don't know,
I don't
dude.
know, man.
I think
So
that's a mistake.
the person is he takes over the Deborah's job. Like he's the next in line to Deborah,
Okay.
But he looks like a little twerp. Like he looks like Bobbity, not very strong. His sidekick is the brother of the Supreme Kai. He's the brother of so they introduce him. He's the brother of the Supreme Kai. He's not a Supreme Kai, but he's the brother of him,
Yeah.
And then his sister, both of their sisters, is a bad guy too, apparently. You also find out that, I guess this is what they're trying to go with it from, is that all Namekians are from the demon world. So like they introduce it, they bring a Namekian with them, because apparently there's Dragon Balls in the demon world as well, and there's a Namekian who makes those, and they bring him to see Dende and Popo, and he the Dragon Balls, because the Dragon Balls have just been used, to make Boo, everybody forget about Boo and all that. You remember that?
Yeah.
But apparently he can restore them quickly or whatever, restore them right away. So that's how they were able to make the wish. So they travel. They brought the Namekian to that universe and all this stuff. I don't know. You just had to watch it.
Okay. Well,
I think it's on Netflix today, actually.
Yeah, just released on Netflix today.
Yeah.
Every Friday, new episode for Netflix.
Oh God.
I
said, oh God.
This Crunchyroll is just one episode?
There could be two. I only watched one. Then because I had to go to this. I had to go to the. I don't know. I had to go to the Saints game, which I don't know if that's much of a better thing to do.
Yeah, your camera's still shitting out.
No, it's garbage.
It's garbage, buddy. All right, Grant. So we start this while you fix your camera.
I'm trying.
Are you trying?
I am trying. Like now, it's not wanting to work.
I'm gonna roll over.
Go ahead, man.
So shut the fuck up.
I guess I'm just have to roll with no camera. I don't know what else to do.
Alrighty.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Grant Rowland here with the DMG Gaming Podcast. And as always, I'm joined by the man whose camera is working, my boy, Ed Phillips. What up, my boy? My camera is not working, so we'll figure all that out. We'll get it all going. What up, man?
What's up, dude? You tried turning it back on and off again?
Have you tried unplugging it, plugging it back in? Motherfucker, I don't know, man. Look, guys, let me understand. My laptop is ancient. And by ancient, I mean like 5 years old, and that's ancient computer
garbage. That's
and computer time. That's ancient. So yeah. And I think that my USBs have finally shit out on me. So,
and you do have it plugged in.
Yeah, God, yeah, that would be like, oh, here it is. Yeah, it's plugged in. Look, dude, it's not wanting to come back on. We're just gonna have to roll with it without the camera. At least you can hear
at least your mic is working.
Yeah, at least you can hear my wonderful voice. And it could cut on, but from time to time, it could. So if it pops up during the middle of the thing, hey, we're good to go.
Well, all I see is a circle and GR in it.
Yeah, that's all you need to see.
All right. Your initials, that's all we need to see.
That's it.
Okay.
It stands for Greatness Resurrected.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? Okay. All right, Grant.
What up, dude?
First piece of news, buddy. All right, so you saw this stuff, like these former Dragon Age creators and writers on Twitter. So their big thing is this David Gator or Gator. Gator. probably what his name is. Anyway, so he's the creative director at Summerfall Games,
Mm-hmm.
co-founder and creative director at Summerfall Games. Uh, of course, he's he him.
No.
He's a he him,
We
and
would never. I guess we never would have guessed that without that. Thank you. Thank you for letting us know.
but anyway, the big push of like gamers saying, "Hey, why not make attractive females in your games,
Mm-hmm.
or just attractive characters? You know, appealing characters, or maybe just good character design. That would be a that'd be a different thing. Having good character designs. I'm sure Concord guys can learn from that.
No.
But anyway, so he goes off on people for gamers for saying they, I guess you can say heterosexual gamers because heterosexuals like the opposite sex, right? So if a man heterosexual likes attractive females, you're to him you're an incel.
Oh yeah. So this is what's funny. This is like the new term. And what's up, Chain Man? He said, "Have you seen the first Descendant?" Yes, we have, and that's what they should. That should be something that they
Hey,
copy.
you don't have to worry about Korean developers. Those guys, you don't have to worry about them.
This is what's funny about them. Is every time they see somebody that like wants to see like hot women, oh, you're an incel, you're addicted to porn, like you're a porn gooner or whatever, gooner, or whatever they call it. It's this man, God, man, it's.
But anyway, so this guy continues on in his little tirade against, I guess, heterosexual men. Just normal guys, any normal person that likes attractive things. The natural way of the world. But he continues on. So let me share this next piece.
Oh, he doubled down.
Oh yeah. Let me share this responses to the tweet. All right, so these are game dev writers, prior and current writers and devs of Dragon Age. And at the bottom, as you see, the companions of Veilguard, I guess they're all absolute smoke shows. Every single one of them. I mean, they're really not that attractive, so I wouldn't call them smoke shows. When I think of a smoke show, I think of
Sydney Sweeney. the girl who voiced Lara Croft.
Hayek. Those are smoke shows, but I don't understand their concept of smoke shows. But this gets to the other point. As in Dragon Age, so this other piece, actually, let's share this other tweet from him. I think he's going after Grums on Twitter about this.
They all, man, poor Grums. Everybody goes after that man.
Everyone goes after him. So again, here we go, incels. So here he goes in another tweet. I mentioned incels, quote unquote. So who should take notice but their sweaty palm self-declared emotional support animal? I guess he's referring to Grums as being our emotional support animal. I guess Grums is the representation of all heterosexual males. I mean, I guess I think people overuse this word quite a bit.
They do because that's like their defense. This guy guarantees fat, overweight
chuds.
I $20. This guy's fat, overweight, sweaty, and doesn't have a girlfriend. I promise you.
Well, it really doesn't matter what he is. He's absolutely wrong in this because most men like attractive women.
Of course.
And so when you're playing a game, this is why the early Tomb Raiders and almost every game, I guess me growing up, except for the pixelated games, like the early Super Nintendo games, PlayStation on, majority of all your women characters, heroes, were attractive females.
Yep.
Because they know having an attractive and well-designed character will attract people and make the game sell. But I guess for some reason, the last 10 years, people have lost this fact, or this has like completely, it's right now it's considered unnatural to them. Like men liking sexy women, it seems, I guess, unnatural to them, or to today's age is unnatural when it's still just a natural thing guys like. And that's why a lot of Korean developers and a lot of developers in the East still make attractive females in their games because they know what sells. Are you still there, buddy?
No, I'm here. No, I'm here. I'm here. I know you can't tell if I'm here or
I
not.
can't tell if you're here or not.
I'm here.
Okay,
no, you're right. Yeah, you're absolutely right. And the thing about it is they're not going to change their ways, which is great. The Korean developers are not going to change their ways. So
they won't, because the majority of their games sell still. Even the First Descendant. First Descendant still makes money. Still has a good player base. All right, let's move on. Now, here's the other thing. Let's move on to this. All right, here we go, Grant. Ubisoft.
Oh, our sponsors of the show.
Developer. Yep, sponsors of the show. All right, so Ubisoft, I guess, is per park place. You can check them out on Twitter and their webpage. They're dreading the release of its upcoming Assassin's Creed Hexe, after it was rumored to be the gayest Assassin's Creed yet.
I don't think it's probably not going to be a rumor.
Well, I don't know. I haven't really heard much about this game. Is it mobile based or something?
Probably. If I was to guess. Here, you do that. Let me make myself useful since you can't see me, and I will let you know what it is.
So I'm assuming, but anyway, like they're already in the deep shit because of their delay of Assassin's Creed Shadows. So I don't know how this is going to help them. You know, like stuff like this is kind of, it's okay to make whatever sexual preference game you want, but I think they're going way overboard on this, and they're going to have to sell this game. Like, this game has to sell. So who are you marketing this game to? If this is the case, if this is true, that this is the gayest Assassin's Creed yet, you're not going to have a huge marketing. Like, who are you trying to get to buy this game? You're going to have it's Assassin's Creed game, so the gameplay is going to be the same. There's nothing that's going to make it different than any other Assassin's Creed. The same thing with Shadows whenever it releases, down the road. Right now, I think it's still set for a February of 2025 release. I mean, you gotta market games to people, man. And when you do this stuff, and you purposely do this stuff, you're not marketing it to anyone. And then they look at their stock market, their stock prices plummet, and everything else, and then they look to blame. Like, what happened? Well, it's obvious what happened. Stuff like this. I mean, you're not marketing, and you're not making games that people want to play. And Shadows is going to end up being the same damn thing, dude.
Yeah, no, I know. So I found what you're looking for. Of course, I'm sorry that I'm reading from Games Radar, but that's the only thing that has anything about it.
Go ahead.
So I apologize for reading from Games Radar. It says, what is Assassin's Creed Hexe? Assassin's Creed Hexe is described by Ubisoft's Mark Alexis Cote as the new flagship title in the series, one which will be very different type of Assassin's Creed game. Well, God, I hope so. That much is evident from the tone of the reveal, which opens with ominous music and dead leaves floating from rotting trees. A far cry from the bombast that has been typically associated with Assassin's Creed reveal trailers in the past. Okay, that doesn't really tell you anything. Let's just see.
Is it a console game? Mobile game?
Apparently, it's a new game. Apparently, they are trying to move on from.
They're trying to move on from Shadows.
Yeah, they've already started on another one. So apparently, it says this one's going to be a witchy RPG set into the Central Europe during the 16th century of the Holy Roman Empire.
16th century.
That's what it says. I didn't know the Holy Roman Empire.
Well, you had the Holy Roman Empire. They just weren't what you think of when you think of a Roman Empire. There's more of the church and stuff like that.
So they're talking about like Italy and like that
yeah. So they're playing into like an Inquisition,
I guess.
Witch hunts and stuff like that. Honestly, I wouldn't mind that. That's a good time period, actually.
You go play as Leonardo. You go play as Leonardo da Vinci.
What? Is that true, or are you fucking around with me?
No. I just made that up. Oh. You go play as Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, Donatello, and Raphael. So it's gonna be like Ninja Turtles, but the actual people.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, Blue Candy. Yeah, we're going to talk about New World here in a second. We're going to kind of break it down, kind of what we've experienced so far. Now we've played it since it's been released.
We got to stream it again. We streamed it the other night.
Well, we can stream it tonight.
I got to catch up.
Right now, we're just covering some news. Blue Candy, thanks for joining. All right, yeah. So Ubisoft, dude, I don't know what the hell they're doing.
So that tells you that tells you that it's going to be that Shadows isn't going to be good if you're already going on to making a new game. And what's funny is they already have a trailer for it, so that means that they've been working on it for a while.
Yep. All right. Let me update that. All right, good to go. All right, Grant, that is it for that. Well, let me go and go back to double screen, even though we can't see you.
Hey, don't you worry about me.
Gray circle.
Hey, don't you worry about me.
Huh?
Don't you worry about me.
Equipment's fixed, buddy. All right. Let's go to the next subject. Let's break it down. All right. This is funny. All right. So you've heard of this game, Grant. Remember, we covered it a little bit in the showcases earlier this summer. All right. So, as you know, Sweet Baby has their hands all over this Unknown 9 Awakening. From what everyone has saying, it performs worse than Concord. The reviews are abysmal.
Oh boy.
They're just, IGN has just blasted this game already.
This lady says she wants to change the gaming industry, and she is. It's just not the way that she thinks it is.
Yep, that's true. All right, so it also managed to get 169 peak concurrent players on Steam, buddy.
Oh my god!
I think that's worse opening than Concord.
Surely that's a typo.
Yep. All right.
Surely they left out some digits.
Nope, that is absolutely the actual peak player count. Okay, so let's do this. Let's break this down on why this game failed. Well, first off, character design is horrid. Doesn't have a good character.
You know who that's supposed to be, don't you?
Yeah, the girl from The Witcher.
Oh my god, it looks nothing like her. That is not Yennefer.
Yeah. Anyway, well, it's the actress that played in as Jennifer.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. She's at least hotter than that.
Well, you know how they do it, Grant. They can't. They don't know how to motion capture, but I guess every single gaming company in Asia can motion capture, except for Western developers.
Even Mortal Kombat 1 had better motion capture than this.
Yeah. Okay, so not only that, then it has a lot of bugs. It has a game-breaking bug in the tutorial that, like, at the very beginning, the tutorial, it shuts down the game and you can't progress and save. You have to restart it. That was reported earlier today. Actually, that was caught live on someone's stream. They ran into a game-breaking bug in the tutorial. But anyway, so this is another shit show, another game that Sweet Baby has failed miserably on. But people keep hiring them to do stuff.
At what point do you think people are going to say, make these people go out of business? Like, we're not using you anymore. Like, at what point do you think that's going to happen?
Well, you can't have that, Grant, because at this point, you got to understand, like, a lot of these studios that praise DEI and have DEI, internally structured in their company, these DEI people, these people that work at these, as an employee, as a DEI employee for these companies, managing DEI for them, these are the ones that are recommending Sweet Baby. So if you have companies that are infected and infested with DEI, they pour all their damn resources in, they're going to continue hiring Sweet Baby because they represent what they think is diversity and inclusion when it's the actual complete opposite.
But every game that they've made or had their hand on has failed. So you already know that it's going to fail whenever you hire these people. So at what point are they going to be like, yeah, no, we're good?
I don't know, man. I don't think they're ever going to learn their lesson. I mean, the stats don't lie from games that Sweet Baby had their hands all over. They're not looking good. Okay. And I wonder how much it costs to make that game. Surely not as much as Concord, but
For 800 million.
I mean, like it's really a travesty. Because think, all those employees that worked on that game for several years, I'm assuming, and your game doesn't sell because of one mistake that you had no control over. And
Yeah.
so you put a lot of effort into this game, but the design team failed you. But at the same time, I mean, if you're having game breaking bugs in your tutorial, that's the developer's fault too. Okay, Grant. Let's talk Project Ethos. Have you seen that shooter? The
I
new
wish that I
hero shooter?
hadn't.
Dude, this guy going around telling companies to make hero shooters, he is on a roll. Like, this guy that's going around and telling people want a hero shooter. Gamers want this.
Mm-hmm.
He has been on a roll. Not really a good roll because Concord failed. Deadlock looks good. That looks like a legit hero shooter. A lot of people play that. But now you have another one trying to compete now with Deadlock and Overwatch 2. And it has that cartoony graphics to it, the very Fortnite-ish graphics to it. So I don't know, man. Project Ethos, you think it's going to be dead on arrival?
It's dead now.
Yeah, it's going to be.
It's dead in development.
It's dead in the water.
That's right.
Water. All right, yeah, Project Ethos, Hero FPS, or I think it's first person, but it's going to be dead on arrival. I already looked at the character designs. There's no characters in there that someone can be like, "Oh, I really want to play him."
They look just like Concord.
Yeah, they look just like Concord. So another character design. Like, the thing about these hero FPSs, man, you got to make cool looking characters because people want to play those characters and like learn how to play them and represent them on when they're playing in these matches. You make these stupid looking characters like you did in Concord that represents nobody. When it comes to any diversity, culture, or whatever, or race, skin color, whatever you want, when it represents nobody, you're going to fail.
Yeah.
Make cool characters. That's all you got to do.
People don't understand that concept.
No, they do not. All right, Grant. Oh, let's talk about this, dude. Did you see that clip of Simu?
Oh God.
The guy that plays in Shang-Chi
Yeah.
in Marvel, the actor that plays him.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so he got on that wasn't Shark Tank, was it?
It's called something Dragon
Similar
or whatever.
to Shark Tank, though, right?
It's Canada's version of Shark Tank.
Oh, okay. So there you go. Yeah. So this bubble tea
it's
company,
Boba. No, you're right. It's Boba. BOBA.
Boba bubble tea.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they
get it right. Get it right. Don't do that to the Taiwanese people, Ed.
So
say it correctly.
So anyway, no one can see you, so you don't count. Whatever you say on this, podcast,
I'm just yelling. I'm just yelling into the wind. I'm not even here.
Okay. So anyway, this group gets on to sell their product. It's called a boba bubble tea.
Mm-hmm.
And they get on to sell it. They say what they do and stuff like that, trying to get some investors from the 4 people on the stage. And of course, I guess Simu, I guess he's is he a guest appearance or is he actually on the show? I don't know.
I think he's part of it.
Okay. Well, anyway, so he pretty much denies them because he thinks it's cultural appropriation that this Canadian company.
Well, here's the thing:
taking an Asian product and making it into their own thing.
So here's the thing: he was a smart ass about it. First of all,
yeah, he was.
He was like, "We're going."
You saw how he looked left and right, like trying to get confirmation from his fellow judges.
This is what he said. This is how he said it. He said, "Well, after thinking about it, we're sitting there talking about a situation that's obviously not going to happen."
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, bitch, you don't know kung fu in real life.
Yeah, but this guy, he's very smug about it, and it has nothing to do with cultural appropriation. It's a bunch of people trying to sell a product. Okay, boba isn't owned by Asia. It's a living thing. You know what I mean? Like, they think because it comes from Asia, it's owned by Asia. How many times has things been taken from all sorts of countries that originates from other countries and used in other products?
Correct.
Okay, it's not about cultural appropriation. That's the stupidest fucking thing I ever heard. Anyway, so that's it on that, and they end up not getting anything, right?
You know what's funny? Boba Tea bad, Yasuke good.
Yeah, exactly. That's how they think. Okay, Grant, Dragon Ball Daima. What do you think about the first episode? I haven't seen it yet.
Um, it's interesting. I don't know. The first episode, I don't like the timeline. I mean, the timeline is fitting between Super and Dragon Ball Z, which is like a 6 month period.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Which I don't know what you can really do. I mean, I don't know. I mean, Goku fought Frieza in 17 episodes, and apparently happened five. I remember Namek was going to blow up in 5 minutes, and it went 7 episodes. So
sounds like a what is it? Sounds very similar to GT.
no, actually, I think this. I'm trying to see. I don't know what they're trying to do with it, man. I mean, I get. I
Well, I
mean,
mean, I'm talking about the small thing,
yeah, the
like
chibi.
the chibi crap
Yeah,
that they
no,
do.
it's just my thing is like I don't like. I just don't see how much you can how you can fit so much in a 6 month period. Like this whole thing happened. You know what I mean? They're like trying to fit a
Do
whole
you think
series
they're
within a six
making
month.
this to kind of give them time for the next major thing?
I don't know. I don't know what the next major thing is.
Kind of like what I felt about GT. You know what I mean? Like after watching that, I was like, I hope they're going to make something better than this. And eventually did with Super.
Yeah, it was like 15 years later, but eventually they
Yeah.
got to it.
But I mean, like, is there something to hold them over?
I don't know,
And
man.
does it make sense in the story and all?
I mean, am I going to watch it every week? Yes,
Yeah.
of course. I don't know. It could be closer to. I don't know. The reason why I really don't know is because the first episode just didn't really. I mean, like I said, introduced the first bad guy who's not badass. Which they should have done something cool.
Yeah.
They didn't. They showed the wish where they turn them into children, but they didn't actually show them turning into children at the end. One of the guys is Supreme Kai's brother and his sister.
Mm-hmm.
His sister's on there or whatever. But like I said, it takes like a week, it's like a week right after the Boo saga, like 1 week. I don't know, man. You really can't tell much from the first episode. Like I'd have to see the second episode to really start drawing. It's going to take me about 3 or 4 episodes because even Dragon Ball Super had a bunch of filler episodes. You know what I mean? Where Vegeta took Trunks to the carnival and all this other stuff. Yeah. So I mean, it's going to take me about 5 or 6 episodes to kind of decide if I'm going to like it or not. But here's the thing, though. Even Dragon Ball Super had movies to get you ready for it. You know what I mean? Like the Battle of the Gods, the Resurrection F. For the next one.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. We'll see. I can't give it a grade yet. It's to be determined. TBD is my thing right now.
Okay, let me see if I can screen this up. Oh, you see that?
I do see that.
This is our next subject, our final subject of the podcast. All right, New World Aeternum, dude. It got released on October 15th. It's basically like a little bit of a rehash with the story and some elements in the UI and controls and a bunch of other stuff to make it more friendly for console players. Because when the release came on the 15th, it basically came with season 6 of New World, and it got released on all consoles.
Mm-hmm.
We're on PS5 and Xbox. So what do you think about it so far? You have to play it for a little bit.
I love it. Actually, I do. I love the game. It's actually a pretty addicting game. I like. Okay, so the last game I played was Final Fantasy, and this story just kind of gets into it. You know what I mean? Like you can follow the story, but you can also do the other stuff. You can gather and all this other stuff. You know what I mean? You can do all this other stuff and gain skill and stuff like that. Final Fantasy 15 was, or 14. I'm sorry. drug. Just you're just like, oh God, you have to do this, and you have to do the God. You know what I mean?
Well, you got to do a month of scenarios.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, to catch up to the recent stuff. Here you're just leveling and doing this main quest that really doesn't take that long.
correct.
But you can do other things and advance your character. My thing is like the crafting system on this game
It's cool.
is really good. Like compared to everything we have now, MMO wise, this has a very good crafting system. It's better than Throne of Liberty, which is pretty much non-existent. It has a weird crafting system, like you're just making stuff to level up armor and other stuff. This has a legit, like, you can cut down any tree in the world. You see stone on the ground, you can mine it. There's iron veins, there's gold veins, silver veins as you level up your mining. As you see here, I'm doing herbalism. I'm gathering plants. And
it's not like Warcraft where you can only pick two. Like you can do all of them.
You can do all of them. Specialize. I mean, like your starting archetype that you choose at the beginning, kind of like a class, has certain buffs to each one. But you can do whichever one you want.
Like even if you're like a warrior, you can like if you want to level up arcane, you can.
Yeah. But
which I don't know why you would, but you could.
I ran into a really cool area today.
Mm-hmm.
I forget what it's called, like bright something. Anyway, like the area is very dark and like Halloweeny. You know what I mean?
That's
like
cool.
It's undead, a lot of undead there, but it's a really cool area. And like the way the light shone and like everything in the area, the environment was so cool, dude.
Have you done any of the instances or any of that?
Yeah, I did some of the expeditions.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Expeditions.
Yeah, they're expeditions. Get it right. The expeditions are fun. Like you go in as a group, you have 5 people. You go in, you got a healer, you got a tank, and 3 DPS. But you go in and you do a bunch of stuff and fight a boss at the end. But they're fast and fun. Honestly, I mean, I don't know if it has been like this New World. Because I played it on PC a while ago, when like a year after it came out, and I kind of just lost interest of it. But I didn't get that far. I'm actually glued to this game, and I'm having a good time. It's a good time playing it. Like just going around exploring.
Let's talk about your guitar skills.
Oh, dude, like the music system in this game is awesome. Like you can sit here and you can sit in the middle of near the fountain in any town and play music, but you can give people buffs that last a while. And you can play it all, like all types of buffs you can give people. And they just have to stand in like this huge circle that surrounds you as you're playing your instrument. But it's like Guitar Hero. You got to press the buttons on the right notes. As the notes come in, you got to press the right buttons on time.
And you get tipped.
And some of the music's actually legit. Like it's pretty good.
People can tip you. They can give you gold.
Yeah, they can give you 10 gold a tip.
I'm still trying to figure out how I can boo you. I'm gonna boo. I'm trying to figure out
when I play, buddy, people just tip left and right. You don't got to worry about that.
He thinks he's goddamn
slash. You don't got to worry about me messing up notes. But it's funny, like when people are playing, you can hear them mess up notes.
Yeah, no, that's what's funny.
Yeah,
you messed up one time. I was trying to find that. I wish I could
find time. I still got amazing though on the score.
I was trying to find the boo emoji.
But based off how well you play the notes, is how good the buff's going to be that you're giving people. And then you level up music, but you have a mandolin, you have a guitar, you have drums, you have bass, and a flute. Those are the 5 instruments. And every song that you find as you collect it through the world, like doing missions, quests, you collect these songs. And there's different versions of a song for each instrument. So there's a song called like Wayward Inn, and you can play that on the mandolin, guitar, all the instruments, right? But it sounds different. And the point of this is like if you're playing about to play, someone can join in with a different instrument. So if you can have like some songs that have all 5 instruments available, have notes for all those instruments. So you can play with like 5 people the entire song, and they're each playing a different instrument. That makes the song complete.
They should have drums on there. You can get or bongos.
You do have drums. I just said you had drums. Are you listening? Or are you playing with your fucking phone because no one's watching you on stream?
No, you can't see me, so you don't know what I'm doing. You don't even know if I got clothes on. Watch my camera cut back on.
You have drums. I just said you had drums. What did you ask?
Do you have drums?
Dude,
No.
you're playing with your fucking smartphone.
No, no, I'm not. I know I'm really not. Because here's the thing: is what I'm saying is because I haven't seen drums. All I've heard was the mandolin and the guitar.
Well, if
or
you
whatever.
were fucking listening and not playing with your phone,
I'm not playing with my phone.
You would have heard me say drums.
See, I can't. I can't.
You can't prove that you're not.
Exactly. I know. I can't prove it.
Okay. So anyway, yes, Grant, you have drums for like the 10th time.
Is it like a drum set?
Yeah, it's like the 4 drums that hold on, on your stomach.
They're called quads. Ed.
Yeah, quads. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you got.
Yeah. Well, you didn't know that. I had to tell you. I had to enlighten you.
Well, anyway, yeah.
Fucking stomp the yard over here.
The music system's cool, and you find these songs and like complete sets of them to make the songs longer and more complete through the world. But yeah, Carrie, the game needs more drums. That's right. More cowbell. It should have a cowbell, right?
I'd play the triangle.
Yeah, you would. You sound more like a flute guy. You probably like clarinet.
Don't take my joke. Don't take my joke.
You sound like you play the clarinet.
No, don't take. What did I say the other night? You're like, I'm about to play the flute. I said the skin flute. Don't take my. See, I can't prove that I made that. I can't prove anything because my camera don't work.
You exist right now, Grant.
I know.
Maybe AI.
I know.
All we know.
I know. Okay. I'm like here. You've kicked me. You fired me, and I'm.
So in this part of the game, I'm fighting some not a world boss, but some big boss monster in an open world, and I'm using a great sword and a great axe combination. The great axe is like for my AOE, like I do in expeditions, or I want to have a lot of enemies around me. And the great sword is for single target. But you can do whatever combination of weapons you want. You can have a blunderbuss. You can have there's a type of staff. Then a bunch of guns, arrows, spear, sword, shield, great hammer. What else? I mean, there's a ton of weapons that you
can. You get a sword?
From. I just said you can get a god. Yes, Grant, you can get a sword.
No. What's that thing on your back? What is that?
And then they have these supply chests and treasure chests everywhere in every area.
They do have them bitches everywhere.
Yeah, well, see, if you any place on your map that has an icon is going to have stuff like that. Stuff to do, like stuff to grab. And combat's fun, man. I mean, it's very straightforward combat, but it's enjoyable.
I like the housing.
The way it feels. Yeah, they have housing in every single settlement.
I gotta upgrade my bed, man. I ain't getting no virtual women in my house with that little bitty peasant bed.
And I found out that the houses that you see like before you enter it, they have a score, like a decoration score, and whoever has the highest decoration score for that particular house in the city, their house is shown.
Oh, that's cool.
You know what I mean? Like if they have the highest decoration score out of everyone that owns that specific house, their house, like everything they've done is shown on the outside. So like they're guarding in the backyard that you see as you walk by, that's the highest decoration score person.
Man, I probably got mine's probably number 1 in my city.
No, it's not. You got like a table and a chair in there.
It's gonna
what are you talking
about? Here's the thing: is most people like to live lavish. I like to live poor.
Yeah, Carrie.
Keeps me humble.
Grant plays the piccolo. You're right. Anyway, but yeah, dude, it's a fun game. Exploration is great. Story's okay. I mean, it's okay stories like in an MMO. But the gameplay has really drawn me in a lot.
No, the game is really fun. It really is.
And are you playing tonight?
Yes, of course.
All right, we're streaming tonight again. But here's another open world like boss guy, big ass bear.
Hey, we should stream tonight.
What? But like I do, the great sword does like a bleed damage when you critically hit. This was a couple of days ago. I think I was in level 20 or something. But yeah, here any animal you kill, you can skin and get your skinning up, and you take that to turn into hide or any type of leatherworking stuff.
Did you make a starting screen for this game?
What's that?
Did you make a starting screen for this game?
No, I just took the one I did on Throne of Liberty.
Yeah, come on, don't be.
What are you doing?
Don't like how the Spanish people say. Don't be flojo. No flojo.
What are you doing, Grant?
Huh?
What are you doing?
I'm watching you make the starting screen.
Thing, so shut the fuck up.
Watch you make the starting screen.
Tell you what, you do the stream and let me know. Let me know. I'll see how it looks.
You don't want me to make the starting screen. It looks like a fucking Martin.
Well, first off, your fucking camera won't even work. your computer was shut down if you played this game.
They wouldn't know if they were watching the starting screen or the Godfather.
No. Your computer could not handle any of this.
They'd be like, God damn, this deserves an Oscar.
But anyway, so I mean, like as you see there, the scenery is really good in this game. Like everything looks. I don't have video of the place I was at earlier with like the kind of the haunted look to it. That was really cool area. How the light came in from the trees and everything, and like it was very green glow to it.
Do they do any like really seasonal stuff like Halloween?
I don't know. Grant, I mean,
you're already almost level 60. I'm sure like they've called
you. I played it for 3 days.
Yeah, I'm sure they've called you like, my God, son, you've leveled up faster than anybody in the world.
They might have a Halloween stuff coming up. I don't know. I mean, I have no idea. I don't know if they do those seasonal events or not. Most MMOs do, so I'm sure they have something. Killing a bear.
I'll call them and tell them to do it.
Bear.
I'll call them. Like, look, I need to do seasonal stuff.
No, you won't. Anyway, so yeah, game's fun, dude. You've been enjoying it. Got the things. It's better than UO, huh?
Wouldn't go that far. Nothing's better than UO.
I don't know. This game is pretty much UO in 3D.
That's good. It's a good game. It really is good. I mean, it's not. It's different than UO, but it's different in a good way.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Grant. That covers us for everything. Let me quit sharing. Stop sharing. Go. All right,
my camera working? You see me?
No, I don't see you.
Oh.
All right, Grant. That's it. Do you have anything else you want to cover before you shut this stuff down?
I'm going to start a GoFundMe for a new camera.
No, you need to start GoFundMe for a new computer. How about that?
I'm going to get a new computer. I'm gonna order one. Fuck it. I'm about to order one.
Oh, you are?
About to order right now.
Right now, huh?
I'm talking about like as we're talking. Keep talking. I'm about to order it.
No, we got to close the podcast. Then you can order it.
No, I'm not ordering it right now.
Yeah. All right. Close us out, dude.
All right, guys. We appreciate y'all joining in, even though you can only see one of us. Unfortunately, it was Ed.
My gray beard.
That is a sweet. I mean, I am kind of jealous that your beard looks like that after a week. That's for me. That's 3 months of growth for me.
I want to have a little Duck Dynasty thing going on here soon.
Oh God. You can start looking like Willie.
Yeah, I'm going to bring duck calls on the stream.
Carrie said, "Why can't I donate to the channel?" I don't know. How can we?
I don't think we're worried about donations right now until we kind of get more, I guess, a follower base as we go.
Appreciate the sentiment, though.
Yeah, appreciate that. I mean, I can look it up. I can probably do something if anyone does want to donate. I can probably make something, maybe like a QR code, put it on the screen.
Yeah, we'll get Ed a new face. We'll donate a new face.
I don't need a new face.
Donate a new face for Ed. We'll pick Brad Pitt from Fight Club. How about that?
There you go. All right, Grant.
All right, guys. We appreciate y'all tuning in. Go follow us on YouTube. We're still growing at a good rate. Go follow us on Twitter. Go follow us on TikTok. We've been posting on TikTok. They want to go to war on TikTok. Don't go to war with me. I don't know the rules on TikTok. I'll say whatever.
I'm sure they're really hard.
Oh, they tried. No, they tried. I had 3 of them. I had to flame them all. Ate them up.
What did they say?
Mm-hmm. One guy was like, they should really make podcasting equipment more expensive. And wow. I said they should really make people have to take a shower before they create an account. I don't know. Anyway.
All right.
Anyway, guys, we appreciate y'all tuning in. Y'all have a good weekend. Oh, what's your prediction for this weekend? And don't say pain because we know that's going to happen.
Who are we playing?
Texas A&M. God damn, dude. You don't know. You're not a true Bulldog. I'm kicking you out the Bulldog Club. It's going to be me and Dan Mullen only.
Dude, I mean, like, we get our asses whooped every year. I mean, every game. It's like,
hey.
except for the Georgia game, we played very good.
Hey, this is
very
not
good.
Hey, you're not being a trooper. You're not being a good fan. You don't remember when we lost to Maine?
I remember that. Sadly,
that's what I'm saying. We've been in darker times. It can get worse.
I would say A&M. I don't know, dude. Like,
hey,
A&M is kind of like they're very, like, they're supposed to be really, really good.
But they always find a game
by
that
the recruiting class and everything like that, and they never live up to how they're supposed
never
to
live
be.
up to it. You're right.
So, dude, if we played like we did against Georgia, I wouldn't be surprised.
Hey, I don't want to hear all that. I want you to give you a prediction.
I think it's gonna be a close game, but I'm gonna have to go A&M.
I'm going Mississippi State 38, Texas A&M 31. We pull up the upset.
Think
we
so?
We pull up the upset in front of Dak Prescott and Dan Mullen. They're honoring the 2014 team.
Man, Dak hasn't really been playing that good this year either.
They should just put him out there and just change his name.
Yeah,
like it's Michael Van Buren. Well, that motherfucker throwing dimes.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining. Again, check out our socials. This podcast will be available on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and any other podcast platform you use. We will probably be streaming New World this evening.
Yep.
As soon as Grant gets around to it. And but besides that, thanks for joining, guys.